Okay, this is a basic Valve Hammer editor tutorial for the Specialist mod. And in this tutorial you're going to learn how to make a room. You're going to put a spawn point in it, you're going to put a light in it, and then you're going to make a hallway with a basic door in it. And that's going to be pretty much it. So the first thing you want to do is obviously open up a map, and then get your block tool, and make a floor for your first room. And just put it anywhere. This is in the top view, of course, and then make sure you go to the side view and make your walls high, not just flat little block things that are totally useless. And we're going to leave a room for a door over here, because we're making a hallway. It's going to be kind of a large door, but that doesn't fucking matter. Okay. Just keep on making walls until you finish making walls. It's also helpful to come over to your camera and look around and find the room you're making and make sure it doesn't look stupid or wrong in some major way if you're putting things in the wrong place, which will happen occasionally. And there's the ceiling, of course. It's kind of a giant door, which is not really what you want. And this is, if you're making this basic map, this is probably the most tricky placement you're going to do, which is still not that complicated. You can handle it. I believe in you. So, there's that piece that just appeared in the door, and it's going to be kind of a small door, but you'll probably fit. Okay, so we have our room now, and we're going to put a spawn point in it. For that you need the entity tool, and you come over here and you select the info player deathmatch, which is different if you're playing normal Half-Life, but this is for the specialists, and you're making sure to line up both in your top view and your side view so that your spawn is not underground, which you can check in the camera view again. There's Gordon in his trench coat, because he's a badass in this mod, and he does flips and shit. Alright, now we're going to make our light. So, back to the entity tool. Select light. You stick that in your room, making sure to line it up with the side view and the top view. Then you select it, and go to Properties, right-click Properties. And for basic reasons, you don't need a target name. You do need brightness, because 200 is kind of low for brightness. These first two colors are, these first three numbers are the colors, and then you have the brightness. I just said it was like 600 or so. Should be fine. So now we have a room with a light in it. And so now we want to make a hallway with a door. So basically follow the same steps as making the room. Make the floor, make some walls. We can make it shorter. And we put a roof on it. And for our purposes, it's going to lead to a dead end, because we're not making a whole map. And you can see in the camera view, there's a room, and there's the hall. It looks really fancy. Alright, so now we're going to make a door, which is just going to be kind of ugly, and it's just going to slide into the wall, because we don't care that much. And for this, we're going to make the grid smaller a couple times, and then zoom in using the mouse wheel, and get a door texture of some kind. Spending too much time on this, don't care. This is not a good texture for this, but we're going to use it anyway. because I don't want to show 1,000 hours of scrolling through textures. Alright, going to create object, which is a door. We're going to select it, or it's going to become a door. It's not a door yet. So we select it, and then go to entity, and whatever this is, you're going to change it to funky door. And the most important thing here is this, the yaw. That's going to decide which way it slides or moves. And right now, leaving it at 0 means it will slide to the right into the wall. And we could leave that, but we're going to change it to 180. And that way it will slide to the left, of course. And speed, you can change that. You can change the delay before close. Damage inflicted when blocked. For small doors, you don't really need that. Damage amount to break. This is pretty much only in the specialists, and most doors do break, and that's fine, because, I mean, you're going to open them anyway. So, we'll leave that. And your map should pretty much be able to run after that. Although you might have a darkened hallway here, because your light's right there. But okay, we'll take this into game and see how it runs. Okay, so here we are on the map, and you can see it's just a box, basically. And here's our door. And here's our hallway. So, it's basically what you should have if you followed the tutorial. And you can see the door slides just like I said it would, right into the wall there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Have fun making very basic maps.